I was a kid in the second grade, selling lemonade. Get paid, hold up, wait, can I get paid? Yawn, in a break, feel like I'm in space. See a snake, kill a snake, get paid.
NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Cutler's Dolphins going up against Dalton's Bengals.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Miami Dolphins. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Cutler. He gets it to Thomas. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Kevin Minter coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into 3rd and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what?
Get your crowd into it early, too.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Cutler. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Being chased at that, he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jordan Phillips able to run him down for a loss of a yard. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, Cutler. On the left side, this is Stills. That one goes for 24 yards.
Absolutely zero surprise at that throw we just saw. I mean, Jay Cutler has a whip for an arm.
He's had it since he won a state title at Heritage Hills High School in southern Indiana.
Where in southern Indiana, though?
Well, he's born in Santa Claus. How about that?
That's pretty strong right there.
Nearby to my hometown of Evansville. Bet you've never been there, have you?
I have not been there, but I'm looking forward to being invited for a holiday cheer.
You're invited. Put that on your bucket list.
Thank you.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Now it's Ajayi. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Now Cutler. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. This is Ajayi. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Now it's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense that's just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Cutler, flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Parkey's kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
First and 10 for Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again?
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Bengals are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play there for Miami. 73 yards. Now they try the right side here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And caught right side, Green. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. He got 29 yards that time. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. Room here to run. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him, and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. Second down, Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. Nixon. And some room to work. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Dalton throwing on second down. His throw incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's third down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took us...
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They set up the screen to Ajayi. Oh, good move at the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Here's Cutler to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third and goal. Forced out to his left. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Julius Thomas from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again. Dalton complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it'll be Dalton again. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Bernard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners. They've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start out on the ground with a J. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To throw, Cutler. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Here we go. Green 39.
And to give this time to the tailback. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Here's Cutler. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Cutler looking to throw. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
On 2nd down, Cutler. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Cutler to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now it's Cutler. And no, it's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And Eifert has it. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He's back to throw. And able to find Green. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Dalton saying, let's get going here, guys, as he rallies them to get set. And they're down to 17 seconds now here after the spike. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And the back goes into motion. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. throwing. Dalton. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't feel